Hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Ironclad run. On this channel, I upload my recorded wins with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Having a look, pretty ugly looking act. We could go left, and there are 3 elites, but the first one's before a campfire. And then there's also the right path. I tried to go for the upgrade here because the other options weren't looking hot. Boss swap is always an option, but I tend to avoid it as of right now. I had a little bit of a boss swap craze earlier, like a month or 2 ago, but generally speaking, I prefer to just have a more consistent start. Boss swap phase, rather, not craze. And I am looking at a 1 hour and 33 minute timer. It's the reason I've been putting off commentating this one. So strap in, and I hope you are ready for a long one here. So took an anger, I believe. Excellent attack common. Premium. Being able to do the damage for 0 is very good, and sometimes shuffling more copies in is an upside. And with anger, you can take a headbutt and headbutt the anger back on top for more anger. And of course, headbutt will have plenty of usefulness later as some nice deck manipulation, and it's a strike plus damage-wise, a premium attack common as well. These cards aren't looking very hot at all. Dual Wield's a bit early. Intimidate is a bit early as well, and Warcry is just kind of mid. It's fine to put something on top, and activates exhaust energies a little bit, but I may skip this. Warcry notably bad against Gremlin. I actually take Dual Wield. That's extremely unusual for me, and perhaps it's just because I have the anger already, so I can make more angers. But yeah, that's very questionable. Dual Wield is a bit tough. You want to have a good amount of draw or like a runic pyramid or something in order to reliably have the cards that you want to Dual Wield and the Dual Wield in your hand at the same time. And I don't even have a particularly good attack yet or any draw, so very strange. And I play the anger to make more anger. I might reshuffle here though if I don't play this headbutt, and it looks like I'm interested in not reshuffling for some reason. Dual Wield is in there, I suppose. Yeah. Not sure what that was about either. So far, this run was like about a week ago now, I think. I'm very, very confused by a lot of my decisions. Pretty uncharacteristic of me to make them. Not to say they're definitely wrong or anything, but just decisions I don't normally make. And we find a ceramic fish, giving us 9 gold whenever we add a card to our deck. And we found a power through. I take that for some block. Before we have synergies with the statuses it's shuffling in, it can be a bit awkward. But 15 block is a lot, so don't sleep on that. It could be a nice kind of panic button sort of card in a pinch. And I take Evolve and another Power Throw and a Sever Soul. And Sever Soul is excellent to exhaust the wounds that we're getting. And find a Vajra, giving us 1 strength in every combat. So all of a sudden, this is a very spicy run. I'm not normally clicking on Sever Soul. I'm certainly not usually buying it in the shop for 80-something gold. That's crazy. But here we are. Shockwave looks good. Fiendfire is not doing so much here, although it is good with power throughs as well, so I may take that. I also have a Vajra. It's better than it normally would be at this point in the run, I think. Shockwave is Shockwave. I think Shockwave is better. This slime boss, Fiendfire could be good there. I do take the Shockwave after all. Fiendfire is a card that I used to think very highly of, but lately, not so much for whatever reason. I find it a bit awkward to exhaust your whole hand a lot of the time. And there's plenty of other ways to exhaust things as Ironclad that are rather good. And Power Through is going to be cooking here. I could even speed potion to power through defend and take no damage. Decide against it though. And then to defend blocking for 1 there. As per usual against Gremlin Knob. Centennial Puzzle is here. First time we take damage in combat, we will draw 3 cards. Solid Relic. Take an Armaments. A little bit more block and can upgrade a good card. So this dual wield is actually kind of atrocious here, if I'm being honest. It's like really out of place. Not doing anything. Very questionable that I took that. Very. Warcry was there, I think, and would have been better here. I would like to Warcry Wound on top to draw with Evolve, for example, now. Or if I happen to not need the power through that turn, I can put it on top and wait for next turn. And we're at 18 health against Sentries here. We do have an Evolve Plus, though, which is going to carry us if we can live this turn. I may even Speed Pot here, or just Dex Pot. I use both. Fair enough. Down to 10. You might be surprised that I win this run at this point. Strange decisions being made, and I'm at 10 health against Sentries right now. It's fine. Play my Shockwave. Also a bit questionable. A bit hard to tell which one's the right one to hit there, but I'm probably not killing the middle one next turn, so can hopefully plan to kill the left one here next turn. Seems good. And yeah, the Evolve is very, very good here. One of the cards, one of 4 cards that completely destroys Sentries. Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace, Fire Breathing, and Evolve are all basically solving the Sentries fight by themselves. The amount of dazes makes it extremely good. And we found the Juzu bracelet. We can no longer get hallway fights at question marks. It's fine, though unexciting. And can sometimes be actually bad. This is a little bit spooky. Cultist and a louse. Found a Sever Soul though, so I can go power through Sever Soul and the Lice, and then Anger on the Cultist. Pretty good turn. Power through his back. Did I really not play it here? That would be crazy. Madman behavior. We got there. Duplication potion is good. And 3 attacks. Definitely looking a bit rough here. I'm not interested in any of these, I don't think. Already have a headbutt. And not resting here. That cannot be right, surely. Yep. I have a feeling if I didn't rest there, I would have died. And I'm dodging Shockwave for now. I guess I want to save it for the split. Also a bit questionable. But the thing about this fight is we're going to have good turns even after we reshuffle with the slimes, because they draw us a billion cards. So not too worried about this fight necessarily. armaments on something. Prepare to split next turn. Could just pass, I guess, but that would be weird. Shockwave's coming up. Copy the Anger. Have you ever seen Duplication Potion on an Anger before in your life? Comment below. Not playing Headbutt for some reason. I've made double-digit mistakes already, surely, I think. Probably the worst run I've uploaded so far, except for the Red Skull run. God, that run was terrible. We're getting there. Getting hard carried by the Evolve here. So a very strange deck, and a deck you wouldn't normally have. I don't think I've ever had Evolve and 2 copies of Power Through and a Sever Soul in Act 1 before. So there's maybe some, you know, I'm not familiar with what I'm doing type stuff. And Offering looks really good, especially with the Centennial Puzzle. Basically drawing a 6, even as a non-upgrade Offering. And Choker is not amazing. Neither. Sometimes Calling Bell can be good, of course, but getting a Curse is a bit tough. And the relics have some variance, of course. So I may take the P-Box here. Take Bell. Nope, P-Box. And we get another Evolve, Feel No Pain, and then a bunch of trash, basically. But the Feel No Pain and the Evolve are actually really nice. Another copy of Evolve. Honestly, you know, we wish that was something else. Dark Embrace, I suppose. And what we really want here is a medkit. That would be really nice. Being able to get rid of our status cards as we please. Into Act 2. Taking 21 on turn 1 as per usual. Man, Act 2 is brutal. Definitely, I would say, the hardest act, generally speaking. Act 1 and 2, obviously, are harder than Act 3, generally. But, I would say it's debatable between them. Deciding whether to play Power Through or Pummel. Pummel exhausts, so I was gaining a good amount of block there, and most importantly, it is getting rid of several copies, or several stacks of the plated armor. And gotta get through this enemy eventually. Can't just let it keep hitting you. So, definitely correct to take damage sometimes in this game in order to get her dead. Heavy Blade low-key cooking with the Vajra. And now our Sever Soul combined with the Power Through is blocking for so much. So this Feel No Pain was very important. Just the Feel No Pain, and everything else is just whatever. And Inflame is here. Could use a way to do a bit more damage, I suppose. And we do have a Heavy Blade. And Anger. I'm not super excited about it, but the other cards are not good either, just attacks. Sword Boomerang is there with Vajra. Could be fine. I may even skip if our plan is to play Sever Soul over and over. I think it's good enough. We have a Pummel as well. Didn't mention that. But past me's definitely considering skipping here. There we go. Took the Inflame. And we get Library. That's very nice. There's a Dark Embrace. And a Seeing Red. Both very good. Gonna click on Dark Embrace probably. Yeah. And we already have 2 Evolves. But then we find the med kit like immediately after, so immediately validating the decision to take the Dark Embrace there. But yeah, when we have a Feel No Pain in our deck already and we're doing the Sever Soul thing, I mean, Dark Embrace is drawing a lot of cards. And we may pivot into the Second Wind thing, Power Through Second Wind, exhaust your whole hand over and over. And you really want to have a Dark Embrace when you're doing that combo to kind of keep going. More and more gas. But now we have this med kit, and so we can just play Power Through and then exhaust both the wounds at will. So Power Through officially has become 1 energy, gain 21 block, and draw 2 cards. And we have 2 of those. That's very, very good. Power Through is like the premium card you want in your deck when you have a med kit. There's a Fire Breathing as well. I didn't even notice that current me, but I was probably thinking about adding Power Through here. Or Fire Breathing, rather. Take Havoc? Not sure I've ever bought a Havoc before. I was like, I must have been sauced when I played this run. Bob Marley'd on my mind. But Havoc is good. We have infinite cards because we can keep making more status cards. And it'll draw a card and make 3 block. It's questionable still, for sure. And I'm spending a lot of time in this shop for some reason. Thinking more deeply than I ever have in my life. I'm just like trying to get my head around this deck that this monstrosity that I've created. What card do I even remove? I do remember sitting here for quite a long time. Do I even remove a card? This dual wield is still looking very sus to me, but it'll get good later, probably. But yeah, with no basics in the deck, suddenly it becomes a lot more complicated to remove a card. I think I genuinely spent like 5 minutes here, so I may skip ahead if that's the case. Okay, I finally remove a Sever Soul, and that seems very questionable because of what we're doing with the whole Power Through thing. But the reality is that I just bought a medkit, so that's basically just worse Heavy Blade at this point, I suppose. Also very questionable, I gotta say, to remove the Sever Soul. And I didn't buy Fire Breathing. That's a mistake, I think, with this deck. Perhaps I was not planning on having the statuses come back around that often with the medkit. But with Evolve, you definitely want to put some statuses in your deck still to be able to have some big draw. But this deck is very confusing, so I don't give past me too much flack for these decisions. The early Act 1 decisions were very unusual, but at this point, we're now committed to the bit, so have to figure out what the heck to do. It's a little bit slow here with at 2 energy, unfortunately. Upgrade it then. Yeah, no need to even play the wounds, but they do draw a card. I keep the other one. We should get there here. The Heavy Blade on top, or an Anger, and then bash the right one. Pick draw pile. Not sure I've played dual wield a single time so far, actually. That would be a shame if that were true. Oh, it gets away, well. Goodbye, gold. Could find Angers, actually. 1 health. So sad. Oh no. We got mugged, ... More attacks. Absolute trash. Oh no. It's a disaster. Could lose Ceramic Fish. But here's the thing about this. We have Ceramic Fish and Golden Idol, so if we find the Bloody Idol event, then it would actually be bad to lose the Ceramic Fish. I still do it though. It's unlikely enough that I decide to go with it. Now we do want some rares here for sure. Reaper would be cool. Corruption would be cool. More Offering would be cool. And Juggernaut would be huge here. With our Feel No Pain, Make a Billion block with the wounds kind of deck. And I'm now beginning to put it together. Okay, I pass with the wounds so that I can draw them with Evolve. It's all coming together. And so this is the thing, is these wounds are now excellent, excellent cards. They're 0 energy, gain 3 block, draw a card. Basically a bunch of copies of Finesse, sort of, in my deck. You think about it like that, except they go away when you play them. And they also draw 2 cards when I draw them, because I have Evolve. Or 3 cards if I put both in play. And so I want to be passing with some amount of wounds in my deck so that I can play them later for a benefit. If they're not gaining the block and I don't need the card draw at the time, then I should keep them. And so there's going to be a lot of balancing of, you know, how many wounds do I play? How many do I keep? Played dual wield finally. Huge. What a weird deck. So I see I'm about to draw a bunch of wounds and a Havoc, so I can just keep drawing with Dark Embrace here and just play a billion wounds. And so eventually the game plan, it seems, is going to be have so many wounds and angers that I keep drawing wounds and angers, and then just keep playing a bunch of free cards. That is so many angers. But yeah, anger is going to be really good here with only 3 energy. And at the amount of card draw that I have so much card draw. A ridiculous amount. Dual wield anger and play like 7 angers this turn. Would love to... Oh, I hit the bash. That's huge. It's just dead now. Havoc cooking. Whetstones here. Another Feel No Pain. Definitely clicking on that. And a Heavy Blade Pummel. We have no strikes in our deck, so it's not really a high roll. And Juzu Bracelet is cooking. Got us 50 gold. Gremlin Horn is good. And forgot to mention the relics, actually. We did find... didn't actually mention what Noloth's Gift does, the Present Relic, that makes us more likely to find rare cards in card reward screens. And then Whetstone, of course, upgrading the 2 cards as you saw, and Gremlin Horn. Whenever we kill an enemy in combat, we'll gain 1 energy and draw 1 card. A premium relic, especially in this fight. Or not in every fight. The fights it's good in, it's really, really good in. Of course, some fights happen to have no... only 1 enemy, in which case it's completely worthless. But that's alright. We're down to 6 health against slavers here, and they are metallicized slavers. I was feeling very confident, apparently. What could I possibly do here? How do I not die here, actually? That is a great question. Ooh. And the wounds are actually helping us. The ones in the middle slaver shuffles in. Thank you. So kind. And now every wound gets 7 block. The first turn was rough, but now we have the setup. Man, weaken is tough as well. nice rage after playing all my attacks. That was already way full blocking. The fact that it's been this long and all 3 slavers are still alive. Play the shockwave, please. Oh no, I can't. I have to play this power through, I guess. Big Gremlin Horn. I could. No, I can't. I'm vulnerable. I didn't think I would be like laughing this much watching this run. At the time, I was... I think I was very serious about this. I wasn't trying to commit to a bit or anything. I was just playing the game. But watching this in hindsight, what was I doing? So many angers. There's Evolve Plus in my hand, not getting played as well. Very sad. I know I have so many angers in my deck that I can just keep playing cards and eventually get there. Find a pair for 10 max health and more attacks! Please. Actual cards, please. I don't think I take these. Immolates. Fine, and it also makes another status card. I'm sure I was thinking about that. And again, I'm just really letting it marinate here. I do take the Immolate. And Necronomicon would be pretty cool here. I leave though. Too much health lost, I suppose. And I go left for the shop, it looks like. Definitely not clicking bites here. That's absolutely atrocious. Another Evolve is here. There's also a Burning Pack that looks pretty good. So don't have to think about card remove here. I can just leave. Thank God. Buy a Power Potion for the boss. Reasonable. Upgrade Dark Embrace. Yep. Gotta put that bad boy in play. And off we go. That's a great turn one. And we found Demon Form. GG. Could have dual wielded it. I wanted more Dark Embrace, but I didn't even think about it. Surely. Definitely would have dual wielded the 0-cost Dark Embrace if my brain was on. That's a pretty significant mistake. Take some damage early on, but eventually we'll have all of our stuff in play. Offering Shockwave Immolate would be really good here. I did not do that, though. It would have killed all of them because I have Vajra as well. Just full block. There's no wounds in there, so my next turn could be a bit awkward. I'm perhaps considering what to do here. There isn't much to do, though. Either play the Anger or don't and pass. Power Through is in there. All we need to upgrade the Power Through as well. Or the other armaments. Armaments to upgrade armaments. Have I ever done that before? I'm not sure. Would involve having 2 armaments, which I normally don't. Armaments, the dual wield maybe? Would be it. Nope. Not interested. Also didn't upgrade that. Does armaments nothing? That's a mistake. I might be at triple-digit mistakes already this run. If I'm being honest. Hummel is very good here. We have Demon Form in play, of course. Some chance that I just missed lethal, actually. That was 130 damage I just pointed at minions. That's weakened, too. Weakened 130 damage. But the thing we're doing is strong. We're making so much block and drawing so many cards and playing so many angers. It's very weird. Be a fight. And Corruption and Offering are both here. At this point, because I have the med kit and so many ways to exhaust and whatnot, just the med kit. But that's plenty, of course, with how many wounds we're making. I'd probably take another Offering instead, just to play my stuff faster. I was not happy about these relics, apparently. Take a Fusion Hammer. I can no longer upgrade cards. I figure I've already got my Evolve Plus and my Dark Embrace Plus, and I have 2 copies of Armaments, which I'm sure I will eventually remember to use on actual things. And so 1 hour is remaining in this run, starting Act 3. That's pretty crazy. So I apparently start to think a bit more at this point. Core Energy is going to be very nice. I decided not to play Havoc. If it hit an attack on the Spiker, it could have taken damage for no reason. And with Dazes getting shuffled in here, and we have Evolve and Medikits and Dark Embrace, there's absolutely no way we should be taking any damage here. And if you Gremlin Horn, proc Gremlin Horn with Headbutt, you will draw the card you just headbutted, of course. That's what just happened. I might play Offering just to get it over with. And something like a Barricade here would be very nice. Might be the best Barricade I would have ever had. 1 Barricade and 1 Entrench, and we're so cooking. I did play Offering after all. And let's go with a Swift Pot, and look at those garbage rewards. Oh my god. Body Slam is pickable, to be honest. I was thinking about it for sure, but I skipped. No need. I'm doing the anger thing. There's no need to add a bad attack. And my potions are better. I found a shop. There's another Feel No Pain here. And there's also Preserved Insect. A bit late for the Preserved Insect, sadly, but generally speaking, a very, very premium relic when it actually does something. And we're at the card remove screen yet again. And this time it's even harder. What do I get rid of? And you'll notice we haven't actually missed the Sever Soul at all, by the way. So I stand by that decision. Although it's a bit strange that I didn't just get rid of, like, Heavy Blade in that case, I suppose, but exhausting your skills could be bad. If you're just trying to exhaust the statuses, then again, we have medkits, so it doesn't matter. These cards seem bad. Finesse is there, and Panache, or Panacea is there. But Finesse is good. Discovery could be fine. Deep Breath could be fine. Deep Breath, unupgraded, can be a bit less good, but still pickable it seems. And the cool thing is that if we get rid of our, we discard our wounds, we can then Deep Breath to put them back into our draw pile and then draw a bunch of cards with Evolve and keep doing the thing. Take a Disarm. Disarm's good. And not sure I would buy a Shrug. Yeah. It's not quite good enough. I'm not even sure it'd be... I'm not even sure I would take it for free, to be honest. May take some damage here, but we do have Centennial Puzzle, which is fine. And with Evolve in our deck, or in play rather, we can put a wound on top. Very good. I want to copy Inflate? Probably not. I draw? So not interested in letting the puzzle proc. I'd rather just play cards, it seems. Immolate's gonna be good here. White, good. Yeah. We're cooking. Oh yeah. The upgrade on the Immolate to kill all 4. So I'm about to draw 4 and gain 4 energy, so I gotta get some stuff out of my hand first. Good enough, right? Yeah. Just playing Anger Immolate would have been fine. I want a Shockwave first. Big. Getting a card. More bash. So there's a bit of a balance that I have to hit here, because if I play too many of my status cards, then I may gas out and start drawing nothing but angers. But if I have too many wounds, then I'll draw... Actually, you cannot have too many wounds. Err on the side of having too many wounds in this deck, because you can always play them and draw cards. And so yeah, just the general principle here is sort of like corruption, where you just play as many, in this case wounds, as needed, and then stop playing them once you're full blocking, basically. Good turn 1, found offering. 1 point for offering here to be sure, assuming that's the one we took over corruption. And I think I was really interested in winning the run at this point. Like, obviously, I'm always interested in winning the run, but this is one of the runs I really didn't want to let go to some stupid blunder. This is a magical one, to be sure. You know that feeling when you're a little bit zoned out and you just die? This game is very hard. Could have played this in a way where I didn't need to play the second offering, which I'm probably about to do. Maybe. I was a bit too, I blocked like 70 or whatever on turn 1. So I didn't have to do that. 3 common attacks, absolutely disgusting, goodbye. And it looks like a 4 elite path that I'm taking right now. I already have the green key because of my maniac behavior. There is a Thunderclap here. I guess I'm thinking about it with Immolate. I was saying my maniac behavior of taking the Super Elite in Act 2 and getting that crazy Slaver's Fight. Considering 3 elites instead, take the Campfire, perhaps rest. Nope, 4th elite. And the cool thing, we just proved that we're completely destroying Reptomancer, and then I don't think Giant Head or Nemesis have any chance. Nemesis giving us wound or burns is actually good for us. And being able to turn Nemesis's kind of gimmick into something that's good for us is actually huge. In a lot of runs, the burns are actually just what kills you. Especially when you're playing like the Watcher or something. I've lost plenty a run to Nemesis burns on turn 1. And it's kind of crazy, like, I honestly think that with the 1 modifier, Ascension 17 through 19, that makes elites have a more challenging moveset, that Nemesis should always just burn you on turn 1, because it can, and then it's like that randomness is just crazy. And that would basically make it so you have to respect the Nemesis. It's kind of like Gremlin now. If you don't have enough attacks to kill it by turn 3, you better be ready to take some pain. Against Nemesis, if you don't have a way to deal with the burns, you better have a way. You better be ready to take some pain. That's a bad turn. Not exactly sure what just happened, but took damage there. I think it's Ascension 18. 17 is... Okay, wait. 15 is events. I don't remember what 16 is. But then 17 is normal monsters have more challenging moveset. 18 is elites have more challenging moveset. 19 is bosses have more challenging moveset. And then 20 is double boss. I love looking at that draw pile and seeing 15,000 copies of Anger. I'm a simple man. Heavy blade for 1 damage. I can keep the burns. Probably should have played the burns over the wounds, but, you know, doesn't matter, it seems. If you have a card that's just a status card, and you have another card that's a status card, but it does 2 damage to you, you should probably get rid of the one that does 2 damage to you. Pro tip. And Bird-Faced Urn is here, and I'm pretty low, and we have quite a few powers, so that's very exciting. Rupture is here as well. Rupture Plus. Could click that for sure. Heals us for 2, and we have 2 offerings. And could find some more self-hurting. I don't think I click it. There's also Seeing Red here, which is really good. Yeah. Something tells me I don't click this Rupture. Take the Seeing Red instead. Makes sense. And have to take the key there, of course. Spot of Lightning on offering would have been good, but not necessary. Just Shockwave, surely. My mouse movements are also a bit weird. I think I need to clean my mouse pad or something. Not that I'm gross or anything, but I'm on the computer a lot, and over time it just gets a little... You use your mouse in the same place over and over, it starts to, like... I don't know. Fade it out or something. I've noticed. Time to... I've seen people, like, wash their mouse pads. Have you guys ever washed your mouse pad before? Like, literally, like, put it in the shower and, like, scrub it? Very strange. Can't say I'm really appreciating what past me was actually thinking so long about here, but we're seeing why this runs an hour and a half now. Trying to avoid playing Offering, I suppose. You just take it. I see I have a power through in there. I'm not interested in exhausting that with Havoc, so decide not to play it. I do have a Headbutt, which was probably part of the consideration of taking Havoc, but I don't think I've done Headbutt Havoc a single time this run. It's just way too much of a fiesta to like actually care about something like that. Whereas we're doing the wounds thing, and that's all that matters. Headbutt Havoc is beyond on the sideline here. See the rage. We're playing the bash. Oh my god. I knew I was just gonna pass. Avert your eyes. It didn't matter, obviously, but I don't know. That bothered me. Metallicized Plus is fine. It's a power for Bird Facer. Unexciting. If I didn't have Bird Facer, maybe I wouldn't have clicked it. Did you guys realize that the Bird Face Urn is because of Woke Bird? Like, the association with powers, right? I was so deep in thought, and yet I was still constantly making mistakes. Dark Embrace. I don't think I should have played the wounds there, for example. That seemed bad. We're already super duper blocking. I didn't need to draw cards this badly. Going against the principles that I tend to follow, generally speaking. In hindsight, I would have played Power Through and put wounds into my deck over playing Armaments there. Once again, playing wounds for no reason. I should be more conservative. And here we are with no wounds, absolutely woundless. Playing this fight pretty horribly, I would say. Burning Pact 1 Anger. Anger first. Yep. Or one more stack of slow. Could matter. Now that we've played our deck, and we have a Burning Pact and Havoc, we are exhausting enough cards that we can pretty reliably draw these power throughs, which past me may have been more locked in on. A better feel for the deck than I have right now. But, I mean, this is looking very sus, like if we have a really gross turn. Like this looks very bad. This looks catastrophic. $22 down to 10. Ouch. And Not once has Evolve done anything this fight because of my bad play. And I'm full blocking, don't play them. You're a genius. Good job. Okay, deep breath. Get the wounds back, and now we're cooking. So, for some reason, I forgot how to play the deck for a moment, but we're back. Only took 22 damage for it. It's fine. Play Rage Plus and play Angers, surely. Nope, Rage Plus doesn't exist. I've missed like 25 block this turn. I was just killing, it seems. Making sure I don't have feed or anything. And we get the Naloth's Gift proc for a bludgeon. That's definitely worse than whatever I would have found. Yet again, getting burned on turn 1, which is actually good. Ouch. Hope I find a wound here, that'd be great. Or a burn. Deep breath for a burn. Oh, so sad. This is not my fault this time, though. Ooh. Ooh, keep going, keep going. Oh. Take some damage here yet again. This time, just unfortunate draw order. And Birdface Urn has certainly kept us alive here. I'm sure we've healed for more than 20. Yep, 36, I just moused over it. Me and this guy think exactly alike. It's crazy. Thinking about Birdface Urn at the exact same time. I'm funny. Is intangible. Very sad. I tend to forget about Rage. I don't know why. Like cards that I don't respect very much, and also I'm not thinking about in the run. Like, it's not, Rage isn't what we're doing. And yet we do have so many copies of Anger that it could be part of what we're doing, and I'm just like not appreciating that. If I can take away anything from my own gameplay, it's that I need to make sure I fully am understanding every card in my hand and what they actually do. Sounds obvious, but it can be hard. Angers. Get back Dobil to make more Angers. Could have played a card first, but overdrew one instead. A Deep Breath for more Anger, and then Burning Pact and draw a billion Angers. That'd probably be lethal if I Deep Breath right now. I think Deep Breath, Burning Pact would have been lethal probably. I have like 10 copies of Anger in there at least. So this is a great example. Like, normally you'd be thinking, oh, this Anger copying itself is a drawback, but this is a great example of it actually being a huge upside. Being able to do all this damage for 0 while drawing our whole deck with wounds is actually so strong. And the surface level of Anger of just a strike for 0 essentially is rather good. It's Slice, except we are Ironclad, we have Strength and Vulnerable built into our class. This is very sus. Do I click this? I'm at 21. And like, we're about to go into the boss here and I have 21 health and I have to key. And I do click this. My goodness. Full blocking, don't play those. Genius. Yeah, like in my mind, I'm like always full blocking, so like the rage doesn't do anything, but there have certainly been at least a turn or two where I completely just like didn't see it in my hand or something. Can actually put a card on top there because I don't have Dark Embrace in play. Nice. The one time Dark Embrace is arguably bad. And usually you'd prefer to just draw the card anyway. Yeah, I'm sure someone is screaming at their monitor right now about the rage. It costs 0, you can just play it. There's no harm in playing it. And we draw more cards as well. There is one problem with playing it, which is that it goes into your discard pile, so if you might draw it again, you reshuffle or whatever, but if it's in your hand, it's already taking up the slot anyway, right? This is getting a little bit sus. Still no Dark Embrace. And Intimidate cooking there. It's a good weekend. How many burns these guys make? Anger. I can stop playing burns now. So yeah, that one jump scare, I just keep playing to draw more angers actually, but I could have stopped. But yeah, the one giant head I believe fight where I was playing horribly really woke me up. I was like, okay, I gotta stop playing these wounds for no reason. It's fun to play all the wounds. I've said this in the past. Of course you want to play the wounds. Just play them all and draw a million cards. It's awesome, right? And then suddenly you're like, wait, I have no wounds in my deck anymore and I can't do anything. Whoops. And passing on a Pommel Strike Plus there, just not interested in that. You have enough draw. Don't need more attacks. Armaments, Burning Pact. Burning Pact, dual wield. Play Offering. That's a good turn one. Can even just stop right now. Put Offering on top or a wound. Power Through is here as well. Go with the Offering though. And Deca very kindly gonna give us some dazes, which will draw us cards and give us block. Took some damage there. Deck is so weird. Never found a second wind or a Juggernaut, that's very sad. That could have been a thing. But Anger is our damage solution. This deck kills the heart. It's amazing. Oh man, I forgot to mention the relics again. I'm so sorry, gang. How did I even find those? Anyway, in case you're interested in the relics, I'll mention them real quick. Did find a mob bank, of course, giving us some gold each floor, so we spend money at a shop. Duvidal giving us 1 strength, because you have 1 curse, gives 1 strength per curse in your deck. And a stone calendar, which does 52 damage at the end of turn 7. Not particularly good most of the time. Now, it's just like I blinked and I got 3 more relics. How do we not just pick up Birdfacer 2 seconds ago? Slowly getting my deck down in size. So it's all power throughs and angers. That's a good armaments upgrade. Power through. Decided against it. I didn't play Havoc because, again, there's some card in my draw pile I didn't want to hit. Burning Pact, I guess, in that case. So this Havoc hasn't been great, to be honest. Like, it's fine, but certainly wasn't worth buying or anything at one time that I did that. And I don't think I've ever bought Havoc from a store, ever. Like, I've taken them on occasion. But, yeah, definitely never bought one for money. That's crazy. And we sure haven't done any damage to these, this boss. I played Rage, please clap. Havoc here's small chance of hitting Burning Pact, which wouldn't lose me the run or anything, would have been sad, but chance is too small anyway. Yeah, the Daisies will gain me enough block. Stone Calendar is going to do damage. Very exciting. Urban Armaments, perhaps. Immolate goes. Immolate kind of underperforming, but it did have that one huge turn against Reptomancer. That's all we needed it for, baby. Big overkill on Donu here. That's a great looking draw pile. A lot of statuses and a lot of angers. It's exactly what we want. Imagine I had a fire breathing here, by the way. I passed that in a shop. Oh my goodness. I just don't know, man. I simply don't know. If you want to see good play, you should check out my other runs, by the way. I promise they're better than this. Not way better, necessarily, but better for sure. Italicize net gains block against the normal hits, but takes more damage against the multi-hit. Dark Embrace not here yet. Could get rid of Inflame. Nope. Getting rid of Inflame here was reasonable. Play Evolve and Pass, please. Or Inflame. I was so interested in winning this run. I've never spent this long on a run, I don't think. I think this might be my longest run I've ever played. That's 72 damage, by the way. Mildly concerning. Deciding not to play Angers for now. A bit worried, perhaps, of getting too many. And I think I just made sure that I still had one around. I didn't want to get rid of all of them, because that's kind of how we're winning. But interested in not having a lot of them at the moment while I get all set up. Starting to get a feel for exactly what I want to be doing. All the way at the end of Act 3. But better late than never. And Pummel is good to copy as well. Gives us block, draws card. Really, I should be playing Power Through every single time that I see it, I think. Unless there's some really pressing reason not to. And then just getting rid of the wounds in my discard pile. Into my discard pile. There have been quite a few turns where I play like an Armaments or something instead. And that's definitely wrong. I think if I could do this seed again, I would have done it a lot better each fight. Can't say I've ever had a deck like this, so I wasn't exactly getting it at the time. This arm's good. This power through, these power throughs, plural, are among the best you'll ever see, probably. Definitely not the case that this is, you know, making it the best card that Ironclad has or anything. Still a bit situational, but if you do find a medkit, boy is it insane. Second Wind is also very good with it. This Finesse is pretty good too. It's just, I mean, it's just 2 block or whatever, but feels good. Taking my sweet time here. Still, I was very, very scared of this Woke Bird. It could all come crashing down. Again, I should just be playing Power Through here. Not sure what I do if not that. I figured it out. Please clap. And of course, the reason that I have some power not in play yet is because it gives the Wookbird strength. I remember to play Rage again, please clap. Oh, now we're cooking. Look at past me go. This is what I'm talking about. Slowly but surely we are accumulating our anger deck. And yes, now I would say I'm playing pretty much perfectly. I mean, like, I have the correct idea now. That's what I mean. It took me some time to get there, for whatever reason. $76 damage, so one more. Yup. So yeah, I would say I'm playing good now. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You've weathered the storm, and you're seeing good Spire slaying yet again. And making infinite cards with anger is also more gas for the Burning Pact, of course. Which is very cute. And so this one card's going to hit us for 23 times 3 on the multi-hit turns, which is a bit spooky. It could all go wrong right here, actually. There's a chance that I could just draw a billion angers. I probably should have played like armaments before drawing, just to get more cards out of my hand. Wheel and anger? Nope. So we're taking damage again. I don't know if this is my fault or not. Won't take 20. Ouch. That's a lot of wounds we just drew into, so it seems a little bit unlucky to me. You just need the one, and then evolve does the rest. And what a slog. How long was that fight? My god. But we got there. And to thump, a deep pulsing dread. Can only rest, of course. 430 gold from Maw Bank. Make that 442. And Dead Branch is there? That is very Fiesta. Do I want that? I don't think so. Fire Breathing's here again. Do I click it this time? At this point, probably not, right? It was definitely correct to click Fire Breathing both times, if I don't do it this time yet again. I'm just so low on Fire Breathing as a card that I just didn't consider it for whatever reason. But, I mean, if there's ever a time for Fire Breathing to be good, it's right here. I mean, my god. Even unupgraded Fire Breathing will be cooking here. It's okay. I'm just engagement baiting by making bad decisions. Comment below how terrible I am. Fossilized Helix is not particularly good anymore at this point in the run. We have the Heart coming up, so the Beat of Death will likely be removing my buffer charge, sadly. Duplication Potion's good. Gambler's Brew is good. Limit Break. I can upgrade the Limit Break. Buy a Dropkick as well. Sure. And didn't take Fire Breathing yet again, so. Like, watching this run as relative to my other runs is like watching a different player. I don't know. I'm making so many decisions that right now me would not have made. I don't know what happened. Tough turn one, by the way. Hate to see that. Could have drawn with Burning Pact first, could have found Dark Embrace possibly. Fire through is good. What do I put on top? Already have Evolve Plus in place. I wasn't worried about the other Evolve. Gotta turn around here. Don't want to take that much damage. I'm putting Disarm at it. Nope. Maybe I'm fine with taking all this damage, actually. Yeah, full blocking. Huge. What burns is good. You fool! The burns are helpful to me. So my plan is to play 1 Inflame and then perhaps Armaments the Limit Break and then play Limit Break. More strength is reasonable for my anger way of killing. But I mean, Fire Breathing is clearly more damage here. I can't believe I skipped it both times. Like, skipping the first time, fair enough, I guess, but this time as well? We even have the bird face turn for it. I'm disgusted with myself. Yet again, not playing Rage. It's just invisible. There it is. Now that I'm already full blocking and have already played my attacks, make sure to play that at Rage now. Yeah, Pummel is really good here. This is like the best Pummel. Does a lot of damage. Draws a new card, gain 7 block. What more could you ask for? Play it. You know you want to. It's funny because it doesn't matter so often, and yet it's just like, why not play it? Okay, find a strawberry. 7 max health. Barricade is here! Surely I take that. Okay, thank God. Right at the last moment. Would I have won this fight without Barricade? That's an interesting question. Probably. It was definitely possible. But this me might have lost. Whatever I was doing at the time was not it. Oh no, it's Barricade. Goodbye, Barricade. So it turns out I did win this fight without Barricade. Tough choice. Could play Shockwave or both my powers. Oh my God, that's a disgusting looking turn. Gambler's Brew? Sure. That's why I bought that, by the way. It's a panic button. It doesn't actually gain you block, but if your hand is horrible, then that mulligan can save your life. Disarm is good. Put dual wield and flame. I have a limit break in my hand. Didn't do that. I want that Evolve Plus in play, to be sure. And I am very interested in winning this run. Look how slowly I'm playing. Hindsight, I would not have exhausted this land. I can always just play it. Probably would have played like Immolate or something. And if I draw a card right now, I would draw a billion cards because I have this burn here, so I wanted to keep that on top. A little bit awkward, I have a full hand, so I'll lose a wound, but I wanted to play a card first to avoid the beat of death damage. It's Barricade, but I might just die if I play it. I can armaments on it. It's still looking rather sus playing that Barricade. I may rip it, I do. So it takes some damage here to play the Barricade, and then once I survive this turn, should be good. And I have this dupe pot doing nothing. And I've done 0 damage. Very exciting. And yeah, past me is definitely appreciating that I need the wounds around in order to block, so even though I have Barricade, I chill. Big chillin'. Upgrade power through, it's good. Now we are not frail anymore, so the power through itself is actually blocking for quite a lot. Upgrade the limit break, so I can actually do that now. And we're off. It has artifact charges now, so Shockwave doing nothing here. Barricade's not doing a lot. We're generally just losing the block the turn that we make it. Play your Rage, please. Making strength, this limit break that I bought with the idea of playing armaments on it and then playing it over and over against the heart is actually working. Definitely a very questionable looking decision, but I think I knew that, you know, the whole play a bunch of angers plan against the heart could be a little bit sus. Beat of death and all. I'd like to have to play less anger to kill it. And we're at turn 8, and it has still 720 health. Definitely a little bit spooky. I remember to play Rage again, please clap. It's back. That's a reason not to play it, by the way. Deep breath. Puts it back. And then I drew a card, or I drew a Rage instead of another card. What a weird run, man. Now we can go up to 64 strength. And eventually this fight gets completely out of hand, so you have to kill it eventually. Taking my sweet time here. I want to play power through when my hand is full. I double the power through, because I mean, I was thinking about, I need to play this dupe pot eventually, like, what is it doing, right? So make more wounds, seems fine. I apologize for the delay here. But you have to appreciate that I was taking my time here. You know how many times I've walked into this fight and just clicked cards and died? This is what I'm talking about. I love that I have the patience for this. Look at this, 650 damage Heavy Blade. When did that happen? Neversoul could never have done that. Yeah, taking a lot of damage from the Beat of Death, sadly, so... Limit Break, getting exhausted there, but that's fine. We have so much strength, more than we could ever possibly want. Did I get rid of Angers? I guess I got rid of all my Angers by accident? Is that what's happening here? I think I probably did that by accident, and then maybe this is why I'm taking so long, is I realized I accidentally exhausted all my anger. But I'm being very careful because I might just die. But I mean, I think it's fine. I get obviously. Gotta get 120 block here. No, math's hard. Yes, yes, 120. Good enough. And then Heavy Blade, or Bash, and then any attack. I'm still thinking for some reason. Just make sure Heavy Blade is actually in there so I can kill an extra. And 20 times 15 is not hitting us. We made it through. Oh my goodness. So a little bit of a fatiguing commentary there. So appreciate you sticking with me there. And 100 health restored from Birdface Urn as well. That's huge. A very strange run, but we made it through. I hope you can stand my horrible play there. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a beautiful day.